Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I, of course, am your host, CDB. You are not. And today we're going to use a vintage Gillette razor. And the reason I picked this one, it took me a while to find it. I had to organize on my storage room where I have all these things. I dug this one out because the handle, you might notice, is familiar if you've seen the Gillette Heritage razor. The new Gillette Heritage razor basically has a handle of this style and then a head like an Edwin Jagger. Now this is a full open comb vintage Gillette three-piece razor with a Gillette Platinum blade in there. Also, we're going to use Shannon Soap's Lakeshore Drive. And there's a story behind this because I was sent this one to try who knows how long ago. It got piled under a bunch of other stuff. It might have been fishing season or whatever. Anyway, I found it, and so I brought it out, and this is going to be given away. Our next giveaway will probably be a Shannon Soap giveaway. This is Lakeshore Drive. It's got some good ingredients in it. Lanolin, kokum, avocado, cocoa, shea, all that kind of good stuff if you're interested. Shannon Soaps, very fine people at Shannon's. The Envy Shave 8-Ball, which is one of my favorite razors. And let's get going today on Saturday. I hope everyone's Saturday is going well thus far. We just mix up my soap a little bit because I pre-made it. And let's just get going and see how things go today. This Lakeshore Drive, it's got a unique scent. I think on the marketing, I think it said something to the effect of, you know, we don't have an ocean in Ohio, but we do have access to the Great Lakes. And I think something to the effect that this reminds us of the Great Lake or something along those lines. I'm probably butchering it. But then again, it's not my job to really provide vendor promotional material for you. But I was just trying to give you that information in reference to the scent. And by the way, I scooped the soap out with one of my cosmetic spatulas, so don't worry. You don't have to worry about me having lathered on it or anything like that. I don't like to give away things that, you know, I've lathered on and so forth. But anyway, this has, to me, it's a really difficult scent to describe. It's almost got like a spicy floral to it. Maybe a spicy orange-ish. It's hard to describe, but I would characterize it as somewhat sort of a spicy ozone-ish. It's really, really hard to describe. Again, it's Lakeshore Drive, and it will be given away to you. And please go check out the fine folks at Shannon Soaps. Brian and Shannon are terrific people, and man, that feels nice. It's been a long time since I used this razor because it was put away in storage, and it just feels great. Anyway, back to Shannon's, and then I'll get to the razor. Really nice people, Shannon and Brian, family-owned business. They're out of Ohio, which, you know, I always make jokes about Ohio, but they really are super nice folks that I like. We've gotten to chat many, many times over the years and joke with one another. But ultimately, they have a nice family-run business, which is really, really cool. And when you buy from them, you're buying from good folks. I'll certainly vouch for them. And so, now back to the shave. This old vintage Gillette is just fantastic. It's sometimes I think we get caught up in all the new things that are produced today, but you know, in a lot of ways they had it right way, way back, because this is, you know, probably 50 years old. I don't know this particular model. I don't know exactly how old it is, but it's a terrific shaver. Open comb, as you can see. Sort of got a long open comb. Terrific shaver. And again, the handle, although it's sort of goldish in color, is just like the Heritage razor handle that Gillette has out right now. And that's the main reason I dug it out, was because I was telling you folks that the new Gillette razor has a vintage type handle, but the head is basically a Mula R89 or Edwin Jagger. And so I wanted to show you one of the vintage handles. Basically same design. Lightweight, short, so on and so forth. And so there you have it. By the way, the soap did a really good job. Shannon makes good soaps. I think Brian does some of the marketing. Mostly Shannon needs Brian to be out of the way so she can make the soaps. But anyway, I was chatting with her the other day, and here's something really cool about Brian and Shannon. They sent this probably months ago, and I was busy, and it just got, and they never emailed me and said, hey, did you get a chance to use that, or, nag me or anything like that. I just found it. I had forgotten completely about it. And so that happens sometimes when I get busy. And so that's, some folks don't like to send me things to try because I may or may not get to it right away. I make my best effort, but if I'm busy, I'm busy, and if I'm doing other things at the time, it takes a while, but we have found it. And it's good for you all because we're going to give it away along with another soap in the next giveaway to come. There's one going on right now for the I can't think of the name of the razor off the top of my head. The razor made by Mr. Pascal. So go back and look for that giveaway if you want to get involved with it and enter. Please do. We welcome everybody. And a lot of times we get questions, even if I'm outside the United States. Yes, you folks too. You're part of the community. You spend your time watching these videos, and you're eligible to win as well. And so please check out the videos, and I hope you enjoy. It definitely involves more red tape when you send something internationally. It's definitely a pain. But, you spend your time, and so I try to make sure everybody is eligible and not exclude. I probably should do an international exclusive. I don't like to ever exclude people, but I should probably do one just for folks outside the U.S., a giveaway. Because there's far more people in the U.S. that watch and participate, but there's a lot of people outside the U.S. as well. And I've been talking about that a lot lately because we've been, trying to use some other products that aren't always artisan. Because we just like to make sure we're trying whatever we can. And tell you what, those creams and shave sticks and stuff that a lot of people use in Europe and all over, really, India, there's some really good stuff doesn't cost much. Now this soap here, I think is their luxury line due to the ingredients. But personally for me, I don't need, I'm very, very honest. I don't need a lot of luxury ingredients. I just don't. It doesn't, I've talked about that many, many times. But there are folks out there who have skin types who really say that these soaps with these additional ingredients really do a lot for them. And I can't say they're wrong. The only thing I can ever say is I don't need it. And I like, my soap cost to be, let's say $3.50 or under per ounce. This one I think is $4 or $5 an ounce, which is, it's definitely on the pricey side. But for those of you who need luxury ingredients, and, this is for you. And so do go and check them out. I like their scent-wise. I like their 25th Street Lime. They've got a lavender one that's a mix of something in lavender that I really like. They got a coconut lime that I like. There's a number of them. There's that ethereal, whatever that they make for Timeless that's nice as well. But they have a lot of nice products. The scent on this one, I'm really undecided. I'm not sure if it's for me, but I think it will be enjoyable for a lot of people because they like spicy types. It's a sort of a combo scent from my perspective because sometimes it seems slightly sweet, but it's for me, mostly spicy. It's certainly not a sweet scent. That much I can tell you for sure. But it's a good quality soap. It's not, it's definitely slick. Let's see. Plenty of residual slickness there, which is exactly what you want. And, you know I explain this from time to time, but residual slickness is essentially once all the visible lather is gone, if you run your finger over it, it's still slick to the touch. Like it's got that film on it that's still slick. You want that because that allows you to go over that area a little bit more once the visible lather has been removed. And so soaps with good residual slickness are always appreciated, and for a lot of folks that's a mandatory quality, and it's something that all good soaps should have. We've gotten a good shave from our Shannons today. Absolutely no issues. This Gillette Platinum Blade continues to impress. The vintage Gillette, really nice. And so overall, just a really nice shave on a beautiful day. It is really beautiful. Today's what, the 11th of January, and it's like 70 some degrees outside. It's just fantastic. So I was outside doing some things. I was putting the Christmas stuff away in storage and trying to get outside a little bit and do a few things. And then I got some vintage razors out of storage and so on. And so anyway, it's just a beautiful day. It was a beautiful shave. Do check out the good folks at Shannon and look for this giveaway in about 2 weeks, because I think we're announcing our Pascal razor, CS razor, I think it's called, next weekend. And so then we'll probably announce this next weekend along with another scent from Shannon's, and also we'll be giving away a little aftershave there as well. So that will be coming. Don't try to enter now. It'll be coming probably next weekend when we announce our Pascal winner. So thanks everybody as always for joining me. Do please subscribe. Thumbs up the video if you like it. It helps me out, and I appreciate you coming and watching as always. Until next time, I've been your host CDB. You are not. God bless.